Welcome to Focus and Faith. I am Eva, your host, and thank you so very much for joining me. I'm so happy to have you on today's show. Today we are talking about déjà vu. Have any of you experienced déjà vu? I don't know, Eva. I don't know what you're talking about. What is déjà vu? What does that mean? Is that some kind of voodoo? What are you talking about? Well, no, it's not voodoo. Déjà vu is an experience you may have had that you felt like there was a previous occurrence in a place that you are presently in. So what I mean by that is, so a lot of times this happens to either people that are working in their workspace. It may happen in somebody's home where you are there and everybody's talking, or you might be at a party or just having a conversation with someone you met, and you're sitting down. You could be at a restaurant, any location. But what happens is you get this overwhelming sensation or feeling that you have been in this place before. And sometimes you'll get a flashback in your mind. A picture will show up that's exactly where you are. How does that happen? Let's talk about that. We are on Focus and Faith today, the talk show that allows you to fuel your faith with your focus, your passion to be in that driver's seat, and your spirit to be your compass. Your spirit is your guide. It guides you every single day. So today, I'm talking about déjà vu on Focus and Faith. So if you're paying attention, if you are listening, please, YouTube. We are on YouTube. YouTube. So go to YouTube, okay, and subscribe. That way we can start growing even more. Okay, so Focus and Faith is on YouTube. All right, so listen, Focus and Faith is on YouTube. So please go there, subscribe, and even share it. Even share if you like to. So let's get to this déjà vu topic. What is déjà vu? Some of you, again, have experienced this and don't know what it is. You're like, did I dream of this? Is this a dream? Did this happen? And sometimes you end up asking the person that you're talking to, did we talk about this before? Or does it feel like, we've been here before? Have I ever been here? And the person may look at you, I don't think so. No, or we just met. How could this happen, So what's happening is that your spirit that's housed in his body never sleeps. It doesn't slumber, meaning that it doesn't slow down and get, wavy and weak and tired. It doesn't slumber, okay? But it's always traveling. Your spirit is always traveling. All right, Eva, what are you talking about? My spirit is traveling. What do you mean? You mean to tell me my body is getting up and traveling without me knowing? No, your body isn't getting up. Your spirit is. So your spirit can travel forward, backwards, around, anywhere, okay, within the universe. It doesn't have a concept of the space of time like we do, okay? So basically what happens is in your sleep, when you're sleeping at night and your body is at its most rested state, okay, your mind is still working, all right? So your spirit is still working on your behalf, even though this body has rested, all right? So a lot of times you have visions, you have dreams, you have people that are prophets and seers and all of the like that have those gifts, okay, that can actually see in your past and see in your future. Well, your spirit actually has that capability, all right? But what it actually does is it will go forward, all right, into your future. and take you through the points in your life where you will actually travel to in the body. So what happens when you get to that point, it feels familiar, everything sounds familiar, the conversations are familiar, because your spirit is in you. And so you're actually catching up. You are waking up to that point in reference in time. Are you following me? Are you with me? So yes, deja vu happens a lot to people. It's just that it's either some people dismiss it, and we do that with a lot of things that's happening in our life. We dismiss things and say it didn't happen, or I'm not sure, or am I crazy, or am I the only one? Should I tell anybody? So, because I've been having a difficult time getting you guys to share. And it's okay if you don't want to share, but I've been getting people that share with me outside of the social media. So I know, and I'm aware of experiences. I'm aware of people actually having the experiences of thinking about someone and they call. Thinking about someone and you call them and they say, I've been thinking about you, or I was thinking about you. Or you might be having a conversation and they may ask you, did we have this conversation before? I could swear I dreamt this. Is this really happening? So people start to question it. And then some people, not everybody, but some people dismiss it and say, oh, no, just forget about it. I was just, thinking of something, but don't worry about it. These feelings are real. They are real, and the experiences that you are having are real. It's not a bunch of hogwash. It really isn't. You are a spiritual being. So if that's who you are, then you should be having these experiences. You actually should be having these experiences, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with any of us, okay, to become aware of who we are, okay? And when you do that, you understand that you have a specific purpose, you have a specific destiny. And sometimes we arrive at the things that we're supposed to be doing, but we're not prepared for it. So you'll get to a point in your body, in the natural realm, in this earthly realm, okay? We're not talking about deja vu right now. We're talking about actually going out. Maybe, I like to use jobs as a reference because people can relate to that. So I'm talking about actually going out. There's a specific job that you may or may not feel like you're particularly qualified for, but you would really love to do it. It's something that you have wanted to do all your life, okay? And you may or may not have had the opportunity to prepare for it. So for those who have had the opportunity to prepare for it, and you go in and you interview for this job, and you just feel like this is my job, I know I can do this job, but you might have fumbled through your interview. So you might have been very nervous, and you might have stumbled over your words, or there's things that you wanted to say but had forgotten to say, and it becomes a missed opportunity. These things happen, and a lot of times we get disappointed and feel like, well, maybe that wasn't my job, or maybe it wasn't for me to have. Well, if it was something that you have desired to do all of your life, and you have prepared yourself, being educated or getting on-the-job experience, okay, and you've taken that leap of faith to get there, and you didn't get that interview, or you got the interview and then you didn't do as well as you wanted to do on that interview, when you get disappointed, don't stop there at your disappointment. Don't stop there. Sometimes you may have passed the interview, but then the second interview, the door gets shut. Like, I'm sorry, but we had somebody else that we had in mind for this position or this role, because some of you out there are actors and actresses or models or, whatever these careers are that you go into that is open to a lot of people. Some people go on these open calls, casting calls, okay, and you really wanted that role, you know, or your book or your stories that get written, whatever it might be that you particularly are doing, that you may have gotten many doors shut or closed, okay, but what you have to realize is that when you line up with the universe, the right door will open for you, or you will create the door yourself. You will be able to open the door for others to come into that path because you will have gone ahead and done the work. So you understand what the experience is like. So now when you have arrived, you can open a door to create a pathway, a journey for someone else. And they may not have to go through all the challenges that you went through, right? Because you have set the path already before them. Now, I can think of so many examples. For one, Tyler Perry. That's the number one that comes on my list. But there's so many others that have created pathways. Kevin Hart talks about it with Tiffany Haddish, okay? I think that's how you say her name, Haddish. But he talks about how, you know, they had met early on in their career, okay? And he had assisted her with some funds because, you know, if you don't know her story, she has a rags to riches story as well, like a lot of people do. So, but he had assisted her and he had given her encouragement. And long story short, they've come full circle back to the place where they have met, and they both end up doing movies together. She's been doing her own movies and so forth and so on. Same thing happened with Steve Harvey and Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu used to work for Steve Harvey. So, and if you don't know who Steve Harvey is, I don't know how you don't know who Steve Harvey or who Kevin Hart is, but these are prominent celebrities now. And so what I'm saying to you is sometimes you can work hard at something, okay? It may show up in a different way for you. So if the door gets shut, don't stop there, okay? You can have your plan B to help you pay those bills while you are working on your destiny, on the thing that you were sent here to do. That's our show for today. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you. We are going to continue on this path of awakening and awareness that we are spiritual beings. And as long as we understand that and we can tap into our spiritual powers, then we can continue to strive and end up in the destiny and our purpose, okay? All right. Thank you so much, Focus and Faith. We're out. Until next time.